Welcome back, guys. I'm actually very happy that you've come to the second video of the channel. I hope you enjoyed the first one and I hope you enjoyed the channel overall. Now, just like this first episode, today is actually going to be more of a transfer discussion, and at least for today, it's going to be for all news that I've seen today, and that's what I'm going to cover. So, news number one is actually quite a boom. Now, this player has been already followed by Everton and used to be followed by Arsenal. Now that they've signed Nicola Pepe, they're not as interested anymore, and his name is Wilfried Zaha. Now, apparently, according to a couple Italian news outlets, Napoli has been eyeing Zaha for quite a large sum. Papers have been talking for about 65 million pounds that Napoli would be ready to bid for Wilfred. And I have to say, Wilfred is exactly the type of player that Napoli have been looking at. They've been looking at Nicola Pepe. That, of course, won't happen as you'll be playing for Arsenal. They'll be looking at James Rodriguez, which they seem to struggle to sign as Real Madrid is only looking for a permanent deal. Same goes with Lozano, which Napoli haven't exactly matched what PSV want. And personally, in my opinion, I would say Zaha would play extremely well in the Napoli setup. Napoli being probably the most technical team in Serie A, which relies on the passing, on quick play, on the dribbling the man to create space. So I would say I would be surprised that Zaha would leave the Premier League, especially as this doesn't happen very much for English. I mean, he plays for Ivory Coast, but for English players to leave the league, but I think he would fit very well, and he's in the correct age bracket and technical ability to succeed at Napoli. Now, the second transfer that we're going to talk about is the advancement in the Dybala talks to Manchester United. Now, I've been reading that Dybala is yet to talk to Sarri, but I actually think it's kind of nonsense because if Juve are going so through with this transfer, that means that they have the approval of the coach to do so. So I think the transfer is actually quite close. Dybala just needs to find the arrangement with Manchester United, which I don't think will be a problem. Manchester United will be fine with paying the whatever 9 to 10 million a year that Dybala has been asking, and I think this deal will go through. Now, of course, being a player with such high values, the transfer will never be fast, of course. But yeah, I think this deal will go through. And today, having having Juve really pushing for this deal, I think it will go through. Now, thirdly, this news involves again Napoli, and it involves the eyeing of Van de Beek. Now, Van de Beek somehow hasn't really been talked about this summer, having had such an amazing season, especially in UCL, as pretty much all of you have seen. I haven't really heard any rumors about him. I haven't really heard any bids for him, and I think he'd be a great signing. Now, I wouldn't really know how he would play or if he even be a guaranteed starter, as Napoli already have Zelinski, Fabian, and Alan, which usually are the free starters for Napoli. But I think this would be an excellent signing, of course. This is just an eyeing, so there are really no numbers being made yet. And I believe Van de Beek would be an extremely expensive signing. But again, he is such a talented player, young, dynamic. Again, like Zaha would fit perfectly in Napoli. I would hope this deal goes through, but I don't think it will go through. Now, fourth. So looking with the complications for Maguire to Manchester United, look and especially with such high prices that Leicester are demanding, probably even unfairly so, Manchester United have been looking at Umtiti as well. Now Umtiti got injured last season and actually lost his place to Langley, and of course he wasn't unhappy. He wasn't unhappy of this, as when he actually came back, he still wasn't playing. So I think he's on his way out. He's very talented, very requested, and I actually think he'd be a better signing for Manu than Maguire. He's got experience, he's got UCL experience. In such an unexperienced team, I think he would do very well. So um, the talks are still quite new. So of course, I wouldn't say he's close, but I would say that Manu would do good with choosing him instead of Maguire, especially as I'm sure he'd cost less. So next, Lo Celso. So apparently the Lo Celso talks have been advancing with Tottenham, and we can really see in this transfer market how Tottenham are looking to expand their bench. They've signed Ndombele, they're very close to Lo Celso. Now Tottenham is a great team, especially technically, but we saw last year that when they went to make those subs, when they to get those rotations, when players got injured, the team came short. For example, I can remember when Kane got injured, that Son and Moura had to always play, and Lamela was often or unfit or injured. That Tottenham sometimes struggled to bring some good impact options from the bench, and the idea to really expand the bench shows how they're really pushing for the for those top positions, and I think this would be a great signing. Now he's actually quite close. The numbers we're talking about is around the 60 million pound mark. He's 23, a great player, excellent signing by Tottenham. Even though I don't think he'll even start unless Eriksen is on the out, which actually leaves me to the last transfer rumor of the day. How perfect, Eriksen. Now it's been a couple months that we've been talking about Eriksen wanting to leave. He's shown that he doesn't want to really leave, especially as there might be Real Madrid knocking on Tottenham's door. As well today, Eriksen didn't miss the penalty, taken actually quite sloppily, shooting it right down the middle, and the goalkeeper not moving, so it being saved. And even his reaction was quite unbothered. So I, I don't even know why Eriksen wanted to leave Tottenham, as Tottenham is really shining more and more. And like this is the time where you want to be at Tottenham, not before where no choice would be one. This is the time. Yet he's on the outfoot. I'm pretty sure Tottenham would be happy to cash in after they probably spent 130, 120 million out of those two midfield signings. And yeah, Real Madrid is eyeing him. Juventus is eyeing him, and yeah, he's on the outfoot. His his how would you say, his discipline is being gone. His, his attitude after that penalty really meant a lot. So, anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. I know the glasses are a bit weird, but let's say I had a little eye problem, so just do not look like a fool. And anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you next time.